Welcome back to the Thread the Laces podcast, hosted by your favorite people, Nate and my father, Donnie. Normally, my cousin Alex, but Alex unfortunately could not make it this week, so, personal reasons. So we'll see you next week, Alex. We miss you, bro. But we will say his picks, and we will say his top 10 running backs. So stay tuned. We got top 10 running backs this week and our picks. Talking about a few crazy games this week. That's what we're going to start out the episode. Follow us on all socials at Thread the Laces. Hit that sub button, man. It's so easy, bro. Right there.
Simplest thing ever.
Yeah. Please. But, yeah. Let's just jump right into it. The number one game that we got to talk about from last week, the Giants and Packers. We got to start it off because
it's pathetic.
The Giants are 4-1, which
They went in there both 3-1.
It's pretty crazy. That the Packers are really the only team that they played that really have much skill. Or, to be honest, it's been pretty bad teams every week until the Packers, and this week was their week to prove it. And Saquon absolutely dominated. The run game did really good. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
I don't like you. No, he's a good running back.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast, dude. Unfortunately, though, didn't want to see a loss on the Packers, especially not to a fellow NFC team. But, it is what it is. I only had the Giants winning 3 games this season, so I'm sorry, Giants fans. They have 4 wins already.
Already.
Yeah, so there goes.
They're about to go on like a 5 or 6 game losing streak.
I seen, I can't remember who said it, but I seen this one analyst. He said that the Giants will only win 2 games for the rest of the season. He said he would bet money on it. And I was like, I don't know, maybe
I think
3.
that was Boomer.
Was it Boomer?
I think it was Boomer.
That's funny. But another game I wanted to talk about. What did you want to add anything to the Giants Packers?
That it was just pathetic.
It was pathetic. What do you think? What do you think went wrong there?
You're on 3rd and 2. You're down there inside the 10, and you just try to throw it 2 times with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in your backfield. So
you got the second best backfield in the league.
Yeah, so that was a stupid decision. I'm not saying nothing against Rodgers. I don't think it should have been put in his hands. I think it should put in the running back's hands to get that first down. And then you can decide to put it in Rodgers' hands. But 3rd and 2, I would almost guarantee, put my life that Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon would have got them 2 yards in 2 plays. I mean, it would have almost been for sure.
Yeah, 2 plays. Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
2 yards.
Guys are getting that.
Rodgers could have quarterback sneaked it for 2 yards in 2 plays.
And it wasn't even just that. It was a lot of bad play calls, to be honest. He kind of looked like Zach Taylor out there. I don't know.
Yeah, bad throws. It was just not good.
How many did you miss last week? I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was 11.
I was so mad because
I was 11. I didn't even mark them. I was 11 for 17.
Yeah, 1, 2. I don't know. 11 for 17.
Ooh. My bad. It's awkward. I got 7 wrong. Disregard that. It's fine. But
yeah, I only got.
Yeah, that was a pretty embarrassing game. Bad play calling, Giants rushing game killed, and I mean, that's what won them that game.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that is what it's all about. And the Broncos are proving themselves. Like we said last week, they're proving themselves to just not be that team, man. Russell Wilson's having his decline. They just ain't playing. I know Javonte Williams is hurt. And Gordon's dealing with some things, but even before that, they weren't even putting up points.
I watched the game, dude.
Yeah,
I watched it.
I know.
I seen Wilson made so many bad throws.
Oh, dude,
he missed so many things.
Wilson played so bad, it was crazy.
Garbage.
Literally
garbage. That's why
he's mad. Dropped. He's mad because he has him on his fantasy team.
I know more.
Russell Wilson at 5 points.
Russell. Hello, Gino.
He did. He dropped Russell Wilson. Did you get him?
Yeah.
You got him? He dropped Russell Wilson for Geno Smith, who's the 5th-ranked fantasy
6th.
quarterback in the 6th. He's 6 now?
Yeah.
He was 6th last week.
My other quarterback, Carson Wentz, is 5th.
You act like Carson Wentz was like going to be a stud. But,
but
he is playing well. He really is.
he's averaging 24 points a game. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but he had 2 really bad weeks.
Yeah, and 3 really good.
Yeah, he did have 3 really good weeks. Speaking of fantasy, I am 2-3 right now. What are you, 3-2?
Yeah, I'm 3-2 in fantasy.
So, I'm betting on my guys. I got a lot of high value guys, so I'm not really too worried. I'll be worried if I keep getting losses, though, for sure. But I think I got a few game stretch going this week. I play free agency, but yeah, just thought we'd update you on that. Alex also has 2 wins. He lost last week, right?
Alex?
Yeah, he lost because he played Tommy. Or no, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He played, I can't remember who he played.
I remember him losing, though, because we talked about it. So
And now he's got me this week.
He's got 2 wins. So me and Alex both got 2 wins. He's got 3.
Bye-bye, Alex, this week, because you play me.
All right. Moving on. Miami and the Jets. That's another game I want to talk about. The Jets had 40 points. What is happening? I mean, Teddy Bridgewater went out really early with a concussion, like really early.
Yeah.
But now they're on a 3rd string. Who came in? I can't even remember.
Its name is Skylar Thompson.
Oh yeah, Skyler.
Skylar. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
That's unfortunate for Tyreek Hill, who I had ranked as number 1 last week, but it is what it is.
You got
I was not. I really wasn't expecting
47 yards for Big Tyreek.
Yeah, that Jets secondary is tough though, man.
They are tough.
They've been playing immaculate. Mm-hmm. Sauce has been living up to the hype for sure.
Oh, I love Sauce.
He's so good. I love him too. Hometown baby. Hometown boy.
Cincinnati baby.
We love you, Sauce. I had your sauce wings. They're fire. I say yours like he's ever gonna see this. I'm just kidding. Maybe one day. Maybe one day, Sauce. We'll talk.
Maybe.
But yeah, y'all dominated the Dolphins. Jets dominated the Dolphins. I know Jets fans were going crazy over that. Jets fans, man, you guys got a really, really good young team. Like Breece Hall said, he even said it. He was like, "We got a lot of talent on this roster. We know we can win." And I don't know if Zach Wilson can do the job, but I mean, putting up 40 points.
The Breece Hall was really good.
Breece Hall, yeah, he had his blow up game. He really did have his blow up game, but Dameon Pierce has just been so consistent with it, man. That dude has just been dominating defenses. No one's been able to stop him, and he's got Houston's offensive line. Arguably, if you look at statistics, they're like one of the worst rushing offenses in
Houston
pass rushing offenses in the league.
They shut Jacksonville down, beat Jacksonville. Houston did.
Yeah, that was kind of a booty bowl. That was 13-6, like it was 12-6.
Week before that, Jags scored like 30 points. So I think Houston's D stepped up that game for sure.
Yeah, they did.
Another surprise with me is the Patriots skunking the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions number one
point.
the number 1 scoring offense in the league to 0 points. I was pretty
That's
frustrated.
Bill Belichick for you in his defense.
I was pretty frustrated with that. Yeah, that's a god. That's a mind. That's a coaching mind right there. I don't know what else to say. He's got a very smart man.
Yeah, he is.
The Lions got shut out. They couldn't get anything going. Jared Goff couldn't get anything going. Their run game couldn't get anything going. Like nothing was working for them, to be honest. That defense was absolutely shutting them out. I mean, other than that, I mean, the Raiders and Chiefs game was really close. My upset of the week was close, but I mean, I didn't get it. None of us got our upsets of the week.
No, I had Browns beating the Chargers.
Or no, actually, my bad. Shout out Alex. He hit his upset of the week. Cowboys over Rams.
He did.
I didn't mark that. I actually got 8 wrong. That's the last game I want to talk about. I knew there was another one. Cowboys and Rams. I'm sorry. Cooper Rush literally still hasn't lost, and he just beat the Rams. What does that mean?
At the Rams, too.
But if you really look at it though, it's not really because of him. That defense has been dominating. The run game has been on point. Like, I mean, he hasn't been doing too much, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, he hasn't.
He's been getting them wins though. He's been getting them wins. Dak just started practicing, so I mean, I'm pretty excited, or not excited, but you know what I'm saying. I'm excited to see what goes down with that. I mean, if there even is going to be a competition, I don't think there is because Dak's the one getting paid. But Cooper ain't lost, so if Dak comes in there and starts losing, they're going to switch it up. You never know. You never know.
They might if he comes back and loses 3 in a row or something. It'd be like, but they're paying him like what, $40 million a year? How do you bench a $40 million a year player?
Exactly. That's that was the same talk about Jacoby Brissett and Deshaun Watson. Like if Jacoby Brissett was out here winning games and Deshaun Watson comes back and the Browns only got 2 losses, then what? You just paid this dude 4 years, $400 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paid him hundreds of millions of dollars for 4 years. So, man, you never know when you can find that gem.
And the only last one I didn't want to mention is the Ravens and Bengals. The Bengals not kicking that field goal down there on 4th and 2.
Yeah, the Bengals.
That would put them up 4 points. Ravens would have had to score a touchdown.
The Bengals ruined my Sunday night. I picked the Ravens to win. I did get that right, but I didn't want to get it right. Like I kind of knew that the Bengals were going to lose that game going into that game. But
they beat themselves.
We should have won. The Bengals should have won. They beat themselves. Play calling was horrible. We're throwing multiple screens in a row. Like if we get one play that works, then we'll do that same play 3 plays in a row and then go and then punt it. It's very aggravating. When we hand it to Mixon, it's up the middle every time, and then we'll bounce it out twice a game, and then they're like, we can't bounce it out because when you try to bounce it out, it gets stopped. But really, it's getting stopped because they're doing it twice a game. Like, look at the stats. They're throwing pitches like 2 or 3 times a game. Every other run is straight up the middle. Like, let this man eat. Let Mixon eat. You got a guy that's top 5, top 7 running back potential, and you're not giving them the chances. I know they're giving them rushing attempts, but it's up the middle every time, man. It's so predictable. Every team's seeing it. And you look at Jamar Chase's routes. This man's running go routes every single play. I know he's getting doubled, but every single star receiver in the league gets doubled. It's just if you can overcome that. You look at everybody.
They just need to start throwing like back shoulder throws and stuff like that. You ain't gonna get every deep pass, so you gotta get a better connection.
Well, the Bengals only threw one pass over 20 yards against the Ravens. One pass over 20 yards against the Ravens.
And they're like one of the worst pass defenses in the league.
They were the worst pass defense in the league before last week.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, throw the ball. But also, T. Higgins going out in the first quarter, that didn't help either. I feel like T. Higgins, with him not in the game, our team's completely different.
Our team is really different without T. Higgins, but
that's what I'm saying. That proves you right there.
It's not an excuse.
That proves you right there that when it comes to these contracts, Higgins and Chase and Burrow gotta stay. I mean, that's just it, in my opinion. But they'll pick it up. I think they'll be fine.
I mean, I hope so, man. Having 3 losses right now is a pretty tough situation. It was pretty aggravating seeing a lot of those play calls. When you have Evan McPherson, a dude who, I mean, is a top 3 kicker right now. Most people's eyes, 2. If you want to argue top 5, whatever. You can't say he's lower than a top 5 kicker. So, the dude's absolutely insane. The fact that you don't kick a field goal right there, I don't know. You're trying to play to win the division. So there was also the picture of Zach Taylor doing his interview and Joe Burrow standing there like this, looking at him, looking real Real little salty there. Looking a little salty, just waiting for him to get done with his interview, just staring at him.
Yeah, he looked a little aggravated.
So hopefully, and he also said in an interview that we're going to turn things around next week, and things are going to turn out next week. So if I don't see no big deep shots next week, then it's going to be rough because we play the Saints defense, and we're going to talk about that game here in a minute, but that defense is nothing to mess around with. But yeah, that's what we got to talk about last week. We're going to jump right into it because we got a lot to talk about this week. Got week 6 predictions and then top 10 running backs. So jump right into it with the game that starts in about 15 minutes. This will be uploaded probably right before the game ends. It will for sure be uploaded on Thursday night whenever you're watching this. Hopefully Thursday night or Friday or Saturday so that, you know what I'm saying, you can see our predictions. But Thursday night game, Commanders versus Bears. Bears at home, correct?
Yes.
The Commanders only got 1 win. The Bears got 2. But I got the Commanders winning this game. The Bears' defense is really, really bad. The Commanders' offense is really good. Like you said, Wentz has been playing really good, especially against bad defenses. The 2 games that he has played bad, it was against good defenses. So, the Commanders have played, in my opinion, harder competition than the Bears have. So, I don't know. I got the Commanders winning this game.
Me too.
I think it'll be close, though.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'll be a little close.
I got Commanders winning too. I got low points on them though because I don't really know. But if I was making my choice, which I am, I went with Washington.
Yeah, I don't really know. If the Bears win, I'm not going to be surprised at all. I'm going to be honest with you. But I do got the Commanders winning this game. Did you see that Antonio Gibson is benched?
Yeah, and Brian Robinson starting.
Yeah. Brian Robinson is named starter.
After 1 week.
Gibson's been playing that bad. Like,
he ain't been playing good. He's on my fantasy team, and he ain't doing good.
Yeah, and, this Brian Robinson's pretty hyped up.
Yeah, he is. But
how did he do last week? I didn't get to
atrocious.
check that. Brian Robinson?
Their offensive line's atrocious, dude.
Yeah, their offensive line.
I don't know why they think Robinson's going to do so much better than Gibson with no line. But
I don't. Maybe they're just saying he's starting. They're gonna split carries. That's probably what's gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess he'll have his first full week as a starter. They might just want to see what's going on. They only got 1 win. Oh yeah, that's right. It's 8-17 instead of 8-5.
The kickoff just happened.
Kickoff just happened?
At 8:15, 2 minutes
Kickoff
ago.
just happened 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Live, on air. Just kidding.
And I got Wentz and Brian Robinson. I got them all on the bench.
Oh, you got Geno Smith starting?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And let's move on to these Sunday games. Ravens versus Giants. I mean, I said this last week, but I'm saying it again. Giants are the biggest 4-1 fluke team I've ever seen in my life. I don't think we'll ever see a team 4-1 that's the biggest fluke as them because I don't see them making the playoffs. If they do, I'll be absolutely mind blown. Like, I'm so sorry, Giants fans. I'm sorry, Saquon. But, I got the Ravens absolutely dominating the Giants and showing that the Giants aren't that team this week.
No, they're gonna get exposed.
Yep, exposed. Giants exposed.
I got the Ravens winning by a lot, double digits. Because they got Giants, they got a +5, and if you look at, because I watch Inside the NFL, and they were saying like, oh, we'll take the Giants with the 5. They said, oh, Ravens are gonna win, but Giants will cover, which is +5, and I just don't think they're gonna cover. I don't, but. I really don't.
No, I don't think they're going to cover either. I think the Ravens are going to win by 10 or more. Yeah. But, maybe I'll eat my words. We'll see. We will see.
This is going to be a proven game for them, especially against the Ravens.
If the Giants beat the Ravens, then I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to be like, all right, well, then the Giants are
it's time to jump on Giants train.
Yeah, jump on Giants train.
I ain't jumping ship.
I ain't jumping. No, I'll never jump ship. I'm just saying jump on the, Giants might be a good team train. But I don't believe that as of right now. So if you say that, then you're a casual sports fan. Colts versus Jags. This is my, I guess, upset of the week because I don't have an upset, but the Jags are favored in this game. So, and I got the Colts winning. So this is my upset of the week. I got the Colts. You'll hear my future picks, but
I got the Colts too,
winning
but
this game.
it's definitely not my upset of the week.
That's probably my upset of the week. I believe the Colts will win because, I mean, this is my last week. Honestly, just because this is my last week going with the Colts. If they can't prove to beat the Jags and they lose again and have another bad game and Jonathan Taylor still isn't proving himself, Matt Ryan still plays bad, I'm not going to be picking them much rest of the season. So this is a make or break game for them, in my opinion. I feel like they have to win this game, and that's why I have the Colts winning this game. That's my upset of the week. I think it's going to be a close game, probably like 23-20 or something like that. Probably like low 20s, mid 20s. Not too of an exciting game. I see a lot of field goals happening, but I got the Colts winning that one by a little bit.
Yeah, I got the Colts too, but low number.
Yeah, I got a low number as well.
just
Because I
such a
could see the
toss-up
Jags
right
winning
now.
too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I said it's a, little toss-up. But
Yeah, I could definitely see the Jags winning, but they just got beat by Houston last week, so.
yeah, exactly.
Who knows what's
That's
really
what has
going
me
on.
scared about that.
Right.
So, Pats versus Browns. I guess you could say this is another upset for me. If you want to say this is my other upset, I guess, because
This is
the
my
Pats
upset.
are also favored, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the Patriots are favored
I think so.
because they just put up 40 points. That's usually how it works. And isn't Mac Jones back this week?
I think so.
So yeah,
I know he's out there on the practice field, that's for sure.
Yeah, he was practicing last week.
So if I get on here and you keep going.
But yeah, I got the Browns winning. The defense is absolutely amazing, and that run game is the best in the league. No argument about it. You argue with your mama, to be honest. And that's coming from a Bengals fan. You see it up there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's like up there. You know what I'm saying? Balling.
Yeah. Actually, they got Cleveland at -2.5.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess it ain't an upset. My bad. I thought that the Patriots were favored. My fault. But I got the Browns
Being
winning.
at Cleveland, that's why it's like that.
I could see the Patriots winning this game, but honestly, I have a gut feeling the Browns are winning. To be honest, I think Jacoby Brissett can get it done. He's not gonna have to throw much. That Pats defense is tough. You've seen what they did to the Lions last week, so you never know, man. Bill Belichick is a genius. He always somehow figures out how to get 8 or 9 wins. Like this dude's like never had a losing season. Until last year. Well, didn't my bad. Until last year, right?
Yeah, well, and Cam Newton here.
Cam Newton, that's what it was.
Cam Newton in last year. So last 2 years he's had a losing season.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But he always somehow figures out how to get like 7 or 8 wins. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes.
What's your next one?
Bengals versus Saints.
Wah, wah, wah. Well,
Jameis is
he's back.
back. Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
So is Michael Thomas. He's practicing finally.
Well, they said that today was limited. Same thing with Jarvis was limited.
Yeah, but you know,
But
what
they'll
that
probably
means. They'll be
definitely be
practicing
playing.
tomorrow.
They'll be playing
and then
Sunday.
Saturday, and then playing Sunday, baby. So no, I'm not really happy about that.
They're giving the Saints 2 points on earth right now.
I got the Bengals low, 3 points. I haven't picked the Bengals every week. I'm not a Bengal biased person. If you're new to the podcast, but I just genuinely believe that the Bengals got it this week. Only because they have to. Like, and it's kind of like the Colts for me. If the Bengals don't win this game, they're not going to the playoffs, in my opinion. And
That would
be really, really sad and
really disappointing.
really disappointing. And
Last year we was hoping for 6 wins or more, and we'd be like, all right, they're improving, but they make it to the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
they made it to the Super Bowl, so now we expect playoffs. So the Bengals have to win this week. They got to take a lot of shots, and when you take a lot of shots, that usually results in a lot of points. So the Bengals really need to pull this out this week. So that's why I got the Bengals winning. If the Saints win, I'm gonna be pretty mad. You're gonna see a Mad Nate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little self promo at Nate's Takes. You're gonna see a Mad Nate. That's all I'm saying. At Nate's Takes on TikTok, you gonna see a Mad Nate. If the Bengals lose that game, bro, I swear, because this is make or break it, in my opinion. And if we're not changing the play calling up or changing something up, oh my god, dude, something's got to change. Something. I'm not saying fire Zach Taylor. I'm just saying change the play calling, man. The play calling needs to be changed. It needs to be in Burrow's hands. That dude's IQ is insane. Put it in Burrow's hands. Let him pick the plays.
Yeah.
Just let them do it. You see people doing it you see teams doing it all the time. The Ravens do it with Lamar. You see Packers do it with Aaron Rodgers. You see, dude, Tom Brady. I guarantee Tom Brady picks every play. I bet you.
Or he him and the coach basically are like,
I'm Tom Brady.
He calls it out. He'll be like, no.
Yeah, no. Like,
how about this one? Sure.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That's the Tom Brady type stuff. That's how it should be. And I just really don't want to say the Saints are going to win this game. I got the Bengals winning. What you got?
Yeah, I got the Bengals too.
So I gotta grab the charger. My bad. I gotta grab the computer charger, but he's gonna talk about this game.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Bengals winning. It's gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be no blowouts or anything like that, but I think the Bengals are going to sneak on by on this one. And if they lose this week, I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna be mind blown, and we're gonna have a lot of disappointed fans. And we don't want disappointed fans, so they need to step up, do something, do it right, quit messing around.
We back.
And we'll see what happens, because who day on that one.
Yeah, big who days this week. Big who days every week.
And yeah.
Next game, you want to start us off? Bucks versus Steelers. Not much to
Not really much. Yeah, not much to talk about there. I don't think. I think the Bucks are going to. I mean, you got Godwin's bag. I mean,
Steelers suck.
The Steelers' offense is terrible.
You got when they don't have T.J. Watt there.
They don't have T.J. Watt.
Whole different team.
Yeah. So I think the Bucks are going to win by a lot.
I do too. I think if you put Bucks minus 16.5 or minus 20, I wouldn't call you crazy because, I mean, you just seen what the Bills did. I think that the Bucks can do almost the same that they did, to be honest. Their team's just as good.
Yeah,
if you look at their roster.
The Bills murdered them.
It was absolutely murdered them, man. I predicted that. Like, I had Bills 16. That was my most confident game. I said the Bills are going to smack them in the mouth. The Steelers are not a good team at all with no QB and no T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt is the leader of that defense. When he's on that field, he's making a play almost every, 6, 7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that guy out there and that guy is a leader to tell you what to do and motivate you and push you the way that he does, because he's even though he plays for the Steelers, he's a good dude. Like, you watch his interviews, he's a good guy. He's very humble, and he's a great player. And, that Steelers defense is hurting without him. That's why they only got one win right now. So, I don't see it even being close. So, I don't got much to talk about.
Yeah.
49ers and Falcons, again, this is my high week right here. This game is my high week. I'm most confident in the 49ers. I don't think that the Falcons have a chance this game. Losing Cordell Patterson, I think, also changed their offense, and Kyle Pitts hasn't produced much at all. And when you are playing the best defense in the NFL, I don't care what you say, argue with your mama, 49ers have the best defense in the NFL. Their defense is nasty. But I I think they're going to dominate the Falcons, and
Yep.
especially with guys back besides Elijah Mitchell, I think that they're going to win this game for sure. You got the 49ers?
I have the 49ers by a lot.
Yeah, I agree. 49ers by a
I have
lot.
them by a lot because, like you said, their defense, the Falcons, with no Patterson, and their main focus is going to be on, man, poor Kyle Pitts. He just don't get left alone. That dude's like a receiver, and he just can't get it going. But, yeah, I got 49ers.
I know. I really like Kyle Pitts, too.
Yeah, I know. I got 49ers winning by double digits.
Yeah, I agree.
What's that?
Next game, Jets versus Packers. I got the Packers. Honestly, I think this game's going to be close. This Jets defense has been proven that they're really good. The offense can put up points. We've seen it last week. But the Packers defense is elite, and Aaron Rodgers is, top 3 quarterback in the league. If you don't agree, then I don't know what to say. Top 5. Whatever.
You can't say less than top 5.
You can't say less than top 5. Say less than top 5, then you don't know what you're talking about. The Packers, I got them winning this week. I think it's going to be a close game, though, to be honest. But I do got high points on the Packers. I really believe that there's no way Aaron Rodgers is going to go into Lambeau Field and lose to the New York Jets. So, I got the Packers winning.
Jets got that good secondary, but
that secondary is really good. They haven't played Aaron Rodgers, man.
No, and I think they really need to focus on the run game this game. They need to focus on the run game a lot more for the rest of the season.
If you have Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon in your fantasy, I would start either one. I think both of them are going to get a touchdown this game.
Yeah, I think they're both going to get some yards.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game as well, even though they both got really good defenses. I don't know. I just got this weird feeling it's going to be like 30-28 or something. I don't know why. It's got a weird feeling it's going to be something like that. But, yeah, that's my Jets-Packers take right there. Vikings versus Dolphins is the next game. I got the Vikings winning this one. Dolphins got a third-string quarterback, and Tua still can't come back.
Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, and the Vikings look really good. I mean, I know you're a Vikings. You're not a big fan of the Vikings. You think the Vikings are a fluke, but I like the Vikings. They've had a couple rough weeks, but hey, they still got 4 wins. So
the Bengals got 3 losses. Okay, by last field goals. The Vikings wins are by 6 points or less. I think they've had a couple fluke wins, and against New Orleans, New Orleans got screwed over down there in London. Vikings should have lost that to Andy Dalton. Let's get real. We did play last week. Chicago almost came back and beat them.
Yeah, that dude needed to go out of bounds right there. He completely sold. He was trying to get more yards.
Right, Chicago could should have came back and beat them. So, I think the Vikings, they're winning right now, but that's not going to last. But I do got them beating the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson. I just don't see him doing much with that. So, Vikings D is decent. Skylar Thompson is not decent. Vikings all the way, double digits.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Vikings are going to win. Panthers versus Rams. Like I said, there's not much to talk about this week. Really excited about the running backs. A lot to talk about with the running backs. So, I got the Rams smacking the Panthers in the mouth. Don't even think it's going to be close. Rams are going to coming off a game where they weren't expecting to lose and they lost. So,
the Carolina has P.J. Walker playing because Baker's hurt and he's not going to play. So P.J. Walker versus Stafford. If the Rams lose this game.
If the Rams lose this game, the NFL is rigged, in my opinion.
If they lose this game, they need to do something. There's something up.
Yeah, there is something up.
So, I got the Rams winning by double digits, but...
So do I agree. I think the Rams are going to smack them in the mouth. I didn't even want to talk much about this game, to be honest. Cardinals versus Seahawks. I think this is going to be a really good game. The Seahawks have been playing way better than everyone expected. Geno Smith is making some throws that...
My new quarterback!
Geno Smith is making some throws that some QBs, maybe only 5 QBs in the league can even make. Like I was watching this dude. He made a few crazy throws, and he's mobile. He's got the highest pass rating in the league right now. Their defense is really bad.
He don't pass as much as everybody else, but when he does, he's completing them. So.
Their defense is really bad. The run game's been pretty good. I mean, with Penny out, though, I don't know, because they're not going to have as much versatility at that run game. Yeah. So, with that being said, I got the Cardinals. I think they're going to win. The Seahawks, they've been playing good, but I don't think they're going to win this game at all. I think the Cardinals are a tier above the Seahawks, in my opinion. And Kyler Murray's going to come out with a dub on this one. And I can't wait for D-Hop because he comes back next week. So I can't wait for that. That's one of my favorite players in the league. I love you, D-Hop. If you ever see this, bro, you're one of my favorite players of all time. I love D-Hop. He's
Quit smoking weed.
He's crazy.
No,
keep doing it. Jokes.
He can't pass. He can't pass tests. You got suspended. So yeah, I got Seattle. I don't have Arizona. I got Seattle. They're at home. I think the crowd's.
Oh, you got Seattle.
Yeah, I got Seattle mid points too. I think they're going to win. I mean, they're at home. The crowd's excited. They're pumped about this team. Pumped about how Geno's been playing. They're going to come in here screaming, and Arizona ain't going to know what to do. So, if I'm going to call a score on it, I'm going to say Seattle wins 24-16. Yeah. It's like that.
I'm saying 27 to...
It's like that.
I'm saying 20 I'm going to say 26-20 Cardinals. 26-20 Cardinals. That's my prediction.
Not happening.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah. But, yeah, come on,
honestly,
Seattle.
I'm going to change that up. Because now that I think about it, both their defenses are really bad. So I'm going 36-30 Cardinals. 36-30. I don't know why that 36 is hidden. 36-30 Cardinals, a lot of scoring going on this game. And if you call that game of the week, I wouldn't call you crazy. But this next game is my game of the week. And is it your game of the week, too?
It's not my game of the week, but...
No, it's not?
No.
Oh, it's mine.
No, it's not my game of the week. Monday night's my game of the week.
Oh, okay.
Or not Monday night. I'm sorry.
Sunday night. I got the... All right, well, Bills versus Chiefs. This is the game we're talking about.
Yeah, that's
Bills
my
versus
game of the
Chiefs.
week.
That's my game of the week as well. That's what I was saying next. Is that not right?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the Cowboys and Eagles was yours. Okay, yeah, because when I wrote it down different.
So your next one is Bills and Chiefs. Yeah, that's Bills and Chiefs is my game of the week.
Game of the week, guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick this one, man. Because you got the Bills, you got Micah Hyde out, Poyer, he's playing injured. I mean, he did good last week, but... And then you got 2 defensive linemen out. I could really see the Chiefs picking them apart on defense, but the Chiefs defense ain't all that great. And Josh Allen's picking defenses apart. He's gunslinging. Man, this is going to be a game, man.
This is going to be so crazy.
This is going to be a game.
It's going to be another game like last year's playoff game, man. Oh, dude, I'm so hyped. Dude, I'm so happy that the NFL gave us this game this year.
Yeah.
I can't believe
you knew
it.
that was happening.
I know. After that playoff game, they had to for promotion.
Yeah.
But this is my thought on it. You got Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, in this game. I don't even think it's anything else. I think no matter who's playing that defense, when you got those 2 QBs playing against each other, they know what's at stake. They know who they're playing against. They know they got to play at peak performance. And when they play each other, they play at peak performance. And no defense is stopping Patrick Mahomes at peak performance, and no defense is stopping Josh Allen at peak performance.
I agree.
So, honestly, like I said, I could see another 42-36 game type game. But Bills revenge tour. Bills, in my opinion, are going to win the Super Bowl. So I got the Bills winning this game, even with Micah injured, and you got is it Ed Oliver that's hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Oliver out. He's a top 5 rusher in the league. Look at the stats. Come on, stop messing with the name. But
Yeah, I just think with Bills.
But I don't think the defense isn't really gonna matter, in my opinion, in this game. And I think the Bills got the weapons to beat the Chiefs. And if the Chiefs win, then it'll just, in my opinion, it'll just prove my point even more why I think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. But that would be the only way the Chiefs win is if Patrick Mahomes has 6 touchdowns. So I got the Bills. I got the Bills winning. I got the Bills winning this game. Their running game's kind of similar. I think the Chiefs' running game is better, but Josh Allen is half the running game as well. So
it's ridiculous.
This game's gonna be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Every week we go into it trying to make it 40, 45 minutes for y'all, and it's going to be an hour, man. We like talking to y'all. We like telling y'all our feelings. We hope that we keep y'all entertained and we're not, boring, and you enjoy what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Follow us, subscribe,
do something.
Yeah. Help us out. Comment your suggestions too, man. Comment your suggestions for real. We love that. But moving on to Sunday night. Cowboys versus Eagles. Cooper Rush is going to get his first L. The Eagles are going to move on to being still undefeated and 6-0. I swear to God, the Eagles, I'm not going to pick them to win every game, but their schedule just looks so easy. They're not going to lose many games. I'm not going to pick them to lose many games.
4.
Yeah, probably maybe 4. I say 4. Probably 4.
Number 1 team in the NFC going into the playoffs.
Yeah, they probably will be, especially. But then again, last year we seen what happened to the Cardinals. They were 8-0, and everyone was hyping them up, saying they were going to be the number 1 team in the NFC. They're going to the Super Bowl, and then they didn't even make the playoffs. So we'll see. But I don't think that's the case with these Eagles. These Eagles are absolutely different. We said it going into the season. Jalen Hurts is.
Yeah, I had him in the NFC Championship game, so.
Yeah, no, I got him in my divisional. So, unfortunately, Packers, I had them losing in the first round.
Sorry, guys.
I hope not. But, But that was also with the Eagles playing them in the first round. But, you know what I'm saying? I think the Eagles are going to squeak out with a bye. But I got the Eagles winning. Even with the Cowboys' really good defense, I could see an upset here, but I got the Eagles winning this game.
Oh, yeah, I did too. I got Eagles winning. I got some decent points on them. They're just on fire right now. Now, I know Dallas is too. They really are. Their defense is ridiculous. But yeah, right now I got Eagles winning this one for sure.
Just to let you guys know, Alex sent me his picks. He has the just to catch y'all up. He has the Commanders winning, the Ravens winning, the Colts winning, the Browns beating the Patriots, the Bengals winning, the Bucks winning, the 49ers winning, the Packers winning, the Vikings winning, the Rams winning. I feel like most of the world's on the same side this week. He's got the Cardinals beating the Seahawks, and he has the Chiefs beating the Bills. We would like to hear that. Alex, we'll have to hear more about that next week. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty interesting. And he has the Eagles beating the Cowboys. So, yeah, those are Alex's picks. Moving on to Monday night, I'll start it off with Alex. He has the Chargers beating the Broncos. Yeah. So
I do too. Russell Wilson sucks. He literally sucked.
I also have Chargers beating the Broncos. Russell Wilson having a
washed up, done.
really bad season this year.
Done. I can't stand him.
Yeah, he's very cringe. He's very cringe. Like
the
dude said Broncos country, let's ride after losing that game, after playing that bad. He said Broncos country, let's ride, like with a serious face. This man is so, bro. I can't even believe he said that. When I seen him say that,
he missed so many throws. Like I couldn't even believe. Miss Jerry Judy right in the end zone, wide open. He had the game-winning touchdown wide open, missed him. Yeah, he underthrew it.
He didn't even see him. with
whatever he
number
did.
1. What's his name? Yeah, just that many.
Gilmore?
It was that many
Stephon
throws.
Gilmore?
What?
Who was it that got the pick on him in the end zone at the end?
Yeah, it was.
He used to play for Patriots.
Yeah,
was
it
it Gilmore?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilmore. Got the pick on him then, and then the defense was rushing him. He just fell back and just threw it up in the air in the middle of the field, right to the Colts. He's terrible.
He
if anybody
had his tight
has him
end.
on fantasy,
He has tight end
drop
leaking.
him. He ain't gonna.
He had his tight end leaking. He overthrew him to the right. I seen he had a check down on a 3rd and 4, wide open. He overthrows it way up on Cortland Sutton, and KJ Hamler. He was wide open on that play. He slammed his helmet.
He was so mad. I'd be mad too. Like
that was to win
you brought
the
in
game.
Russell Wilson and you give him this extension.
They gave him an extension before he played 1
years.
game. They already had him this year before giving him that extension. That was goofy. That was a really goofy move.
45 a year.
That was a goofy move
for the next 5 years. You're done, Broncos.
That was a pretty goofy move.
And 5 years from now, that'll go down as the dumbest move in NFL history, maybe. At least let him play out the year just to see.
Yeah, I didn't
even if it starts out
why
slow,
they would sign him
and
on
even
the
if they
extension that fast.
even if they start picking up
They
later,
didn't
in the
even see
season.
how he did before they signed him on an extension. That's what had me so confused.
It don't matter. He
But,
sucks.
We'll see. He sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty sucky. But yeah, let's move on to our top 10 running backs. This is going to be very interesting. Very a lot to talk about. Running backs have been pretty crazy this year, man. Like going into the year, your top 10 running backs are 1,000% different than they are right now. I promise you. If you guessed them right, you should be on ESPN.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It's crazy how some of these ESPN guys and how what their predictions are and what they say and how wrong they are, and they get paid millions of dollars. It drives me insane. Some of these guys are just absolutely.
Yeah, no, it drives me insane too. That's why I want to change the game, man. I want to change that sports analyst game. I'm tired of, of sports analysts.
To me, between Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd and Stephen A. Smith, you're like the 3 worst people I've ever seen in my life. Nick Wright, it don't matter what Kansas City does. They could lose the next 5 games. He's going to have Kansas City at the top of his list. He's just that dumb. And, and then he's trying to say, I ain't biased. You're the most biased person I've ever seen in my life. Nick Wright is the absolute worst. Colin Cowherd, all he wants to talk about is Aaron Rodgers every show, everything. Every time you turn his episode on, he's talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's talking about how much you don't like him, but you can't quit talking about him. So obviously, you like something about him.
Skip Bayless, come on, man. No one's always.
And some of these guys, man, I can't believe how much.
Skip tweets about LeBron 3 times a day.
You look at Stephen A. Like he's like one of the highest paid analysts on TV.
He is.
He's like some of his opinion.
He is.
He's annoying.
Thing about Stephen A. is he's an entertainer at this point.
Yeah,
he's not even
he's not even about everything.
I know.
And then every time he screams about his lists are never right. So.
But let's stop talking about that. Let's talk about running backs. I'll say Alex's list because he's not here. So he can't, justify what his running back list is. So I'm just going to say his real quick. Number 10, questionable decision for me. He has Christian McCaffrey. Number 9, he has he's not here to defend himself. Number 9,
I'm gonna ride him next week, guarantee it.
Number 9, he's got Dalvin Cook. Number 8, he has Derrick Henry. Number 7, he has Dameon Pierce. Number 6, he has Josh Jacobs. Number 5, he has Miles Sanders. Number 4, Alex, I'm going to need a full 5-minute explanation next week on this. Jamal Williams, number 4. Jamal Williams, number 4. My glasses just went crooked from me saying that, literally. Aaron Jones, number 3. Nick Chubb, number 2. And he has Saquon number 1 over Nick Chubb. And Aaron Jones 3. So, and he's got the former Packer 4. Jamal Williams, Miles Sanders 5, Josh Jacobs 6, Damian Pierce 7, Derrick Henry 8, Dalvin Cook 9, CMC 10. That is your boy Alex's list. And yeah, let's jump into our list. We'll talk a little bit about that next week when Alex is back and his reasoning.
He can explain.
Yeah, he can explain his few questions that we do have.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
You want to just jump right into it?
What to mine?
You want to say you got 10? I'll say who I got 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or actually, I want to say my honorable mentions first because I got 2 honorable mentions.
I do too.
That barely missed the list. I have Jeff Wilson Jr., who has been playing absolutely great. Even with Elijah Mitchell out, dude's still averaging 5 yards a carry, and he's got 2 touchdowns. He ain't been doing too bad on the receiving side, and he's keeping up there with the yards. Like he just been playing solid, to be honest. And the other honorable mention I have is Joe Mixon, just because, I mean, you know, in my opinion, the dude has top 5, top 7 potential, so.
He's not even on the list at all.
Yeah.
He's not even wrote down on my piece of paper.
He's not wrote down on my piece of paper. Yeah, it's been pretty disappointing this season, but I think he's going to turn things around. So I had to mention him. I had to mention him because I think he's going to turn things around.
I don't have neither one of those on my list.
Well, those are my honorable mentions. What are yours?
My honorable mentions are Dalvin Cook, because he ain't in my top 10 right now.
Okay.
And Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor ain't even on my list.
Yeah.
That dude is averaging like 2.6 yards a carry. So
3.9.
Oh my bad.
Yeah,
he's a turd.
I got all the things here.
He's a turd.
He's 3.9. He's 328 yards, 3.9 yards a carry. What a touchdown.
328 yards.
Mm-hmm. That's more than Dalvin Cook. That's more than McCaffrey. Like, you gotta look at all that.
Yeah, but
even though McCaffrey's more in the passing game, that's why. But.
Well, it's more attempts too. He's getting more attempts than those guys. Dalvin Cook also.
Yeah, because
Caffrey's play a whole game.
Caffrey's at 4.7 yards
Dalvin
a carry.
Cook also didn't play a whole game as well.
Yeah, so
but
them are my 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. Now you can already tell this is already getting heated and intense.
It's not gonna be the same.
No. It can't be the same. Your top 10 running backs can't be the same, to be honest. Everyone's got different. You heard his list. I don't even got Jamal. I wasn't even thinking about Jamal Williams.
No.
So he's been playing good for backup, but I mean I didn't think he'd have him at 4. But hey, you know what I'm saying. Number 10, I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, in my opinion, he's been looking very impressive. He's up there in yards. He's been really good on the passing game. That's why he's just been very versatile and been one of them key roles for Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs winning offense. So I got Clyde at 10. He's been looking very impressive, especially from last season. So Clyde is my 10.
I got Khalil Herbert. He's already at over 300 yards. He's at 6.1 yards a carry. Come on, 3 touchdowns already, and he's a backup.
Yeah, but
and I'm putting him up there because him stepping in and doing what he's done, it's ridiculous.
I think he's got to keep it up, though. I gotta see more.
Well,
we see a lot of those guys explode. Like
Mm-hmm.
Johnson, that dude exploded for like 2 weeks.
Who?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dearness Johnson for the Browns when Hunt and Chubb were hurt.
You talking about last year?
Mm-hmm. He went off.
I'm just saying that with the slow amount that he's played, he's averaging 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's
317
really
yards.
And he's got a lot of yards after contact.
He's got more yards than some of these running backs has been in all year, and starting all year. So I had to put him at 10.
He's got a lot of yards after contact as well.
Yeah,
I looked at that too.
He's got 0 fumbles lost, 3 touchdowns. I mean, come on, man. He's got to be on the top 10, in my opinion.
Not in mine. Number 9, I got Dalvin Cook. I mean, I think it's come back to form. He didn't get to play a whole game. I think that's justified. But when In 3 weeks, you're gonna be having Dalvin Cook in your top tens. Come on, I think even next week, the dude, I think he's gonna implode this week. So, I got Dalvin Cook at 9. That's my 9. I know you had him as your honorable mention. So, like I said, this lists are all different. So,
Yep, he's my honorable mention, but he ain't making the top 10 right now. Pick it up.
interesting.
All right, your 9. Want me to go first?
No, I said my 9. Dalvin Cook.
Oh, that's right. I actually have James Robinson as my 9.
Okay,
He's at 275 yards at 4.5 yards a carry. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. He's a total of 4 touchdowns. I think that, yeah.
He had 2.
I don't know. I really like James Robinson.
I did. I did too. I got him in fantasy
you know,
last
they-
week, but he
like
had 2
they're-
bad weeks past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He started off hot and
that's
he started
why,
going cold.
And that's
the
why he's
problem
only at
with him.
270 yards. Like,
He's very inconsistent. He's very inconsistent, and especially when they're trying to involve the ETN a lot, it's kind of hard when you slow him down on production. But you never know. There's a lot of guys like that in the league, like AJ Dillon and Kareem Hunt are the 2 main. But yeah, that's number 9s. It's number 9s.
Yep, that's our number 9s.
Number 8. You want to start it?
I got Derrick Henry.
Oh, well, so do I.
I got Derrick Henry. He's at 300 over 300 yards at 4 yards a carry. He's got 3 touchdowns.
Started
already.
off slow, but he's coming back to form.
He's coming back
You
to
see
form.
it. He always does. He's Derrick Henry. Look at the dude. He's a tank. He's an absolute tank.
I just take
Titans are somehow still getting them W's, still squeaking dubs out. So, I mean, and a lot of that comes from having, in my opinion, last year, or, if you asked me at the beginning of last year, best running back in the league, Derrick Henry. So, the dude's a beast.
Jonathan Taylor.
I don't think that. I think Nick Chubb
I
is
know
the best
that.
running back in the league.
I mean, last year it was Jonathan Taylor, hands down.
Oh, last year? Yeah,
No
of course.
questions
He had 2,000 yards. How could he not be?
I was just talking about last year when he did good, but he got hurt too last year.
Halfway through the
What
season.
you got at 8? We both had Derrick Henry?
Yeah, we both got Derrick Henry. And
Okay.
number 7, I wanted to put him higher, but I got him at 7. Damian Pierce is at my 7. I wanted to put him higher.
That's what I got at my 7. Yeah, Damian Pierce. Yeah.
I wanted Damian.
Oh, dude, Damian Pierce is killing it, man. 330.
He is killing it.
Over 330 yards, over 5 yards a carry.
And the only reason he's at 330 yards is because week 1 and 2, he didn't get no carries, man.
Yeah.
He didn't get no carries.
They
week
act
one.
like if
he got carries week 1 and 2, that man's at 450
They want to
yards.
put it in Davis Mills' hands, like. Davis,
No, it wasn't that. They were giving week 1. They gave Burkhead 18 carries, and
did give Burkhead a
and
lot of
Pierce
carries.
6. And then the next week they gave Pierce like 9 and Burkhead like 10. And then they started giving Pierce 16,
you
18,
hear that?
20.
10 and 9.
Yeah.
That means you're throwing the ball more. That they don't need to be doing. They need to focus on them 2 running backs.
Yeah, they do.
Damian Pierce and Burkhead.
Burkhead's a really good out the backfield running back, and Damian Pierce is so dominant. That man is so.
Brandon Cooks.
Like you
You
watch
need-
that
you
man
need to
play, he
focus on
plays.
the run game.
I love how Damian Pierce plays. He's my offensive rookie of the year. Sticking with it, he's going to book it. He's winning you money. Not just while I'm saying that dude is a beast. He's a beast.
I think right now it's Chris Olave.
Got hurt. Got concussion.
Yeah, but they already got him in playing this week.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely gonna be a close race between them. Olave's been playing pretty great, but
Man.
also Damian Pierce, in my
Olave's
opinion,
got
you could argue Damian Pierce as a top 5 running back in the league, in my opinion, right now. So
no.
the way he's playing, if he played week 1 and 2, as many carries as he had, that man is at like 450 rush yards. How many guys on there has that many?
None.
Exactly.
Nobody's at 400.
No one's at 400.
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
At how
2
much?
people are. I'm sorry. Barkley and Chubb are, yeah.
But I say Barkley and Chubb have to be at 400.
Yeah, they're both over 400, but yeah. Damian Pierce is...
He'd be over 400.
He's good.
if he had those carries, man.
He is
you
good.
You had 20 carries, and he's averaging how much right now? 5, isn't it? At least 5.
Who's that?
Damian Pierce. How many?
Yeah, 5.2 yards.
5.2. 20 more rushes.
Yeah.
Multiply it, bro. Multiply. That's an extra 100 yards, man. He's at 450 right now. If you got those carries we wanted to. I'm just saying.
He'd be a little over 400, and then he'd be in
You
your
do
top
the
3.
math.
Top
Exactly.
top 5.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
Damian
he's a
Pierce
7 right now for me.
Man, that's. I just feel like I had a lot of good takes. I don't want to be that guy that's just like, well, yeah, every take I make is good, because it's not. I have a lot of bad takes, but
Everybody does.
I had that was an amazing take for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just giving myself a pat on the shoulder. I was so high on Damian Pierce. Like, I was seeing that man run, and I seen him imploding like Jonathan Taylor, like literally. Like, this dude looked, I thought he looked insane, and.
He's having a better year than Jonathan
And,
Jonathan Taylor right now.
I got him winning Offensive Rookie of the Year, so that's my 7. Number 6, I got Miles Sanders.
I got.
He's been very impressive. That man said, "Don't draft me in fantasy." For what? You've been putting up yards. You've been scoring. Like, come on, man. You've been going off, Miles Sanders. He's got 5 yards to carry too, ain't he?
4.9. Yeah.
4.9. Yeah. I thought I seen that.
What? That's your 6?
That's my 6. Who's your
I
6?
got Josh Jacobs at 6. I got Josh Jacobs at 6. He's at 4.8 yards a carry, 90 receiving, 2 touchdowns.
I guess I might be maybe I'm overrating Josh Jacobs, I guess. Because, that's
I got him
where
at
I got
6
Josh
right
Jacobs.
now. I've looked at all their productions, and right now I can't put him higher than 6. So I got him at 6 right now.
The way that he's been running the ball, like, I just love how he plays. He's so aggressive, and he just trucks everybody. Like, he
talking about Jacobs?
Yeah, he's not scared of nobody. Like, he just drops his shoulder full on running. He just wants to keep going. Just the way he plays, it's like an old school running back, like Chubb. Like, I just like that. I like that type of. I like that style running back, kind of like Pierce. And no points scored in the second quarter right now. 0-0.
With 8 minutes going to second on the Thursday night game.
We said low scoring game.
But what a booty bowl. They need to stop putting these booty bowls on primetime games, man.
Get the Broncos off primetime games.
Yeah, they on Monday night this week.
They've been in primetime, what, 4 weeks already? This is the 4th week?
Yeah.
Are you serious, NFL?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Russell Wilson.
Come on,
we'll give them prime times. He sucks. Okay. Now it's 0-0 on this game, man, with 8 minutes to go. Wow.
All right. Well,
wow.
Moving on to number 5. He has Josh Jacobs 6. He's underrating him, or I'm overrating him. Or maybe we're not rating him right. Number 6, I got Miles Sanders. He's got Josh Jacobs. Number 5, I got Christian McCaffrey, Sir Christian. He doesn't have that many rushing yards. In my opinion, as a pure rusher, he's not even a top. No, as a pure rusher, the dude's not a top 10 running back. But, you know what I'm saying. When you involve everything...
This is on something.
When you involve everything... Maybe fully healthy, but a pure rusher, man, running the ball, come on. He's not as high as, all these
An all-around running back?
All-around running back? The dude's top 2. Top 3. The dude, like, receiving, that he's like a little receiver,
So you got him at 5?
I got CMC at 5.
I got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones at 5.
I got CMC at 5.
I got Aaron Jones.
That offense is playing through CMC. I feel like he should have more yards and more touchdowns and more explosiveness happening. For me to put him higher than 5. He's been playing really good for coming back. You got Aaron Jones?
Yeah. I got Aaron Jones. He's at 6 point... What is he? Aaron Jones is at 6.8 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Because of less carries.
With only 48 attempts, dude.
Yeah, he's my
327. Mm-hmm. And he's got 3 total
He's
touchdowns.
that guy, boy.
He's got 90 yards receiving.
That guy.
And right now, I got him at number 5.
I got Aaron Jones at 4. I have to say it just because you just mentioned his stats. 6.8 yards. That was my 4. Aaron Jones is my 4. Less carries. Bow. Low down. Oh, wait. I can't show you my top 3.
I don't think nobody's seen that.
No one did. 28 carries, though. You know what I mean? 6 point. That's crazy, man. Almost 7 yards a carry. Every time he's running the ball, he's almost getting a first down.
That's why the backers should have been using him on 3rd and 2 last week.
Yep, exactly. You got a guy.
You
that
got a
can
guy
get
that's
you.
averaging 7 yards, almost 7 yards a carry, and it was 32.
AJ Dillon's.
It's 2 yards, not 7.
AJ Dillon hasn't even been really doing much either, to be honest. But
When they need
They'll
him, he
be
goes in
fine.
there and gets the yards they need. I know that.
yeah, that's true. But his stats aren't.
And you got Aaron Jones at 4. I got Miles Sanders at 4.
I had Miles Sanders at 6.
I got him at 4. I got Miles Sanders at 4. He's at 360 yards at 5 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns. The kids,
bad. He's been playing beast.
I don't think they use him enough. I mean, honestly,
He's been playing beast. They don't give him as many carries because of Jalen Hurts, man, and they give a lot
that's
of
what I'm saying.
they get a lot of the red zone touches to Jalen Hurts on runs when
it's like
he could have more touchdowns and more yards. You never know. That's what
So I got Miles Sanders up there, man. He's putting it in. He's putting his work in.
he is. That's why I had him up there too. I got him at 6. He deserves
Because
his
to me,
flowers.
like he's got more yards than anybody on this list besides Barkley and Chubb. And he's at 5 yards a carry. I mean, give the dude the ball. Like, what are you waiting on?
He's playing like a top RB in the league, and
I thought
QB,
they went
a
away
top
from him
receiver,
last
a
week.
top defense. Man,
Yeah, I thought they went away from him last week a little bit. I don't think they should have, but yeah, I got Miles Sanders in my number 4 for sure.
Let's just do our 3-2-1 real quick. My 3-2-1. My 3 is Josh Jacobs. My 2 is Saquon. My 1 is Chubb.
My 3 is McCaffrey because of his rushing and receiving.
Can't
Barkley,
argue with it. I got him at 5.
yeah, Barkley is my number 2 and Chubb is my number 1. Chubb is at 460 yards at 5.7 yards a carry. 5 touchdowns, the most. 0 fumbles, nearly 115 yards a game. A game. I'm so glad he's on my fantasy. And and then you got Barkley at 4, just 3 yards more. He's got 3 more yards than Chubb does, but he's got less yards to carry because he's got more attempts. He's only got 2 touchdowns, but he's also got 107 yards receiving this year. So, but none of these guys have fumbled. I mean, they're the 2 best in the league right now.
Yeah, they are.
Really
They've been
nothing
playing like it. They really have. Chubb. Imagine if Hunt wasn't there. Chubb would be having
I think Hunt
historic
being
season.
there, helps Chubb.
It helps him injury wise, in my opinion, because I feel like you're more
shouldn't
likely
use
to get
Chubb
injured
too much.
with all those carries. But he's just been.
He gets the ball.
He's just showing he's a pure runner. The dude. He's like I said. He literally looks like Bo Jackson out there, like an old school classic runner. He's just bull rushing you. He's not trying to do no fancy juke moves. He's just running you over.
Did you see the video
running.
of Chubb
He's just so
squatting?
good. Isn't it like 600 pounds?
Yeah, the bar was like this. It was all leaned down from the weights, and I mean, he did it twice. Like, I mean, the dude's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
And I hate riding because he's with Cleveland against my Bengals.
He's a beast.
But
Chubb's a beast. He deserves his flowers.
Right now, he's the best in the league.
What did I tell you? Well, what did I tell you sitting in this room before the season started? When we were talking about fantasy and everything, what was I telling you? Who the number 1 running back, in my opinion, was in the league? I said it was Chubb. And I said to draft him. And then you leaned me away from him. This man right here leans me away from him like, Hunt is going to get some of the carries, and they always give it to him. Then I start looking into him more. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go. I like Najee. I'm going to get Najee and not go after Chubb. And then this dude goes behind my back and gets Chubb.
Ain't nothing behind his back. You didn't bet on him.
And I didn't bid on him because I didn't have the money. I just spent $90 on doo-doo stain Najee Harris. Najee Harris, you absolutely, dude. Najee Harris, bro.
I only paid $59 for Chubb.
I can't even believe.
Come on.
I can't even.
Tell me that ain't my keeper next year. Come on.
That'll be my keeper 100 times out of 10. But Najee Harris, bro, I can't even believe
For
you're doing this to
$59?
me right now.
If I let
Najee Harris
Chubb go back in the pool, what's he gonna go for?
Dude, Najee Harris right now isn't even close to anyone's top 15s list. Top 20s.
You still talking about Najee Harris?
Yeah, because you're talking over me. Najee Harris has been making me so mad because Before the season started, you're saying Najee Harris is a top 5 RB in the league. Everyone was.
Yeah, everybody was.
And now no one is talking about that man. That man has been making me so angry, man. But I hope that he's not going to turn. I hope he turns it around, but he's got a really tough stretch. He plays 5 really tough teams in a row after he just played some tough teams. Got a really tough schedule, so, I mean, it is what it is. But we got the same one as 2, so I feel like, he explained his McCaffrey 3, so I'm going to explain my Josh Jacobs 3 before we get out of y'all's hair. Josh Jacobs at 3, like you said, 5 yards a carry. And I like them old school running backs and pure Russian running backs.
I do too.
That's my favorite type of running back. That's why I really like Mixon a lot too. I just like those pure rushers, man. Them dudes that can just, when they get the ball in their hands, they're not gonna stop fighting until they get yards. That's what a running back is. That's just what a running back is. You need to fight until you get yards, bro. Like, don't go down. There's so many running backs where I'll be like, how are you going down by that tackle? If that's Chubb, if that's Saquon, if that's an Aaron Jones, a Josh Jacobs, a Derrick Henry, a Dalvin Cook, they're not going down. And it makes me so aggravated because that's a running back position, you know what I mean? It's kind of like at receiver. What do you want your receiver to be best at? Catching the ball. What do you want your running back to be best at? Gaining you yards. When it's 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, what are you supposed to do? What pops up on your Madden coach suggestions? Like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to run the ball. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how the game's supposed to be played. And I just like pure rushers. And that man Josh Jacobs, you could look up Josh Jacobs running over people in 2022, and I guarantee there's a 5-minute compilation already in only 5 weeks. Like, I've seen so many clips of this dude just trucking people and just gaining yards. He's number 1 in yards after contact. Number 1 in yards after contact in the league right now. That's why he's my number 3. When I seen that number 1 yards after contact, after seeing all the clips, because I seen all the clips, I'm like, there's no way this dude's trucking all these dudes, and he's not up there in yards after contact. He's like literally number 1. He might be number 2, but I'm pretty sure he was number 1. Like, I'm pretty positive on that. But that's why I got Jacobs at 3. He's been playing absolutely stellar. I didn't even have that man in my top, 7, 10 at the beginning of the year.
1 and 4.
Yeah, they do only have 1 win, but it is what it is.
Devontae facing charges. This dude's trying to get paid, dude. Like, oh, you gave me whiplash.
You would have did the same thing.
I said I would have jumped back into the wall, fractured my neck, and laid there shivering.
Broke my arm and my leg. My neck would have been hurting. Everything.
I've been going down in convulsions. I wouldn't have moved. I'd let the ambulance come get me. That's just who I am. I know. No, but I think the dude's trying to get paid.
For sure he is.
Devontae shouldn't have did what he did, but at the same time, his frustration with the team and the decisions they made, going for a 2 instead of just tying the game up, is absolutely the dumbest decision I've ever seen.
Especially in that big of a game.
Actually, it's the second dumbest.
Especially in that big of a game.
Besides Pete Carroll throwing the ball on the 1-yard line with Marshawn Lynch. But anyway,
he brought that up.
Yeah,
he brought that up.
That's probably one of the second dumbest decision ever that I've seen in a long time. But it is what it is. People make mistakes. You just correct them. Correct them. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. But
let's do our little rundown for y'all. We always do a little rundown every time we finish it. My top 10 RBs, honorable mentions: Jeff Wilson Jr., Joe Mixon. Top 10: Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Dameon Pierce, Miles Sanders, CMC, Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Nicholas Chubb.
Alrighty, my top 10. Of course, I got Dalvin and Jonathan Taylor as my honorables. Excuse me. My 10 is Khalil Herbert. James
JT
Robinson.
will turn things around.
Who will?
Jonathan Taylor. He'll turn things around. It just, our lists are based off right now. You got to understand that. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, we don't think Josh Taylor is not in the top 12 running backs in the league. That's obviously goofy. But
yeah, hopefully I can get my 10
as of
in.
right now, you can't say he's top 10. Okay, my bad. My fault.
Oh my god. Anyways, Khalil Herbert, James Robinson, Derrick Henry, Damian Pierce. God, I like Damian Pierce. Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders. CMC's number 3, in my opinion. Barkley and Chubb. Mark it down. I'm right. They're wrong.
Everyone's got their different list, but
Yeah, everybody's got their opinions. And when if you watch this, like, has anybody else noticed God's light shining down on Kobe right now?
Yeah, I know the whole episode.
Like
The light
look
has
at the
been
light.
shining
It's
on
just
Kobe.
shining down on Kobe's picture.
And look at this. Look, you see how it's a 2K17 cover? Look at this. Wait, will it do it in the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. You thought I was done?
He ain't
thought I
done.
was done?
He
Hold
ain't
on.
done. Let's go this way.
Another one.
Oh, that was
This
a little-
one says.
that was a little harder to see, but
This one says Kobe, the Last Jedi, Bryant, and
it's just crazy how the light's just shining down on that right there.
I know it is. Let me put
That's
it back.
insane. Put it back where the light's shining on him.
Yeah. 2K17 is the main.
Is that Kobe looking down on us?
We
Even
love
though,
you, Kobe, man.
yeah, even though I hate the Lakers. What a passion.
We love you, Kobe.
And I don't want to see nobody pass away. That was pretty sad, man.
I cried. So
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
there's that.
I hate seeing people, and then his daughter. Oh man, that's just so
Man,
sad.
everyone
Died
else
way
on
too
the
young.
plane.
Yeah, everybody else on the plane, they all just died so young, man. It's so sad. Or on the helicopter. I'm sorry, but we still love you.
Yeah,
still love you.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see it. But we hope you all enjoyed this week's podcast. Alex couldn't make it. He will be back next week and, explaining this Jamal Williams and a couple other things. And
I'm sorry. I like you, Alex, but Jamal Williams, dude, you need smack.
you need some act. Number 4 was pretty crazy.
If you put him at 10 or something, or down at the bottom, I've been like,
If you put him at 10, I'll be like, okay, that's a nice little hot take. But 4? Woo!
you put him above.
Got people debating.
You put him above. I don't even know.
Everyone except Chubb, Barkley, and who was his third? Hold on, I'm about to check. My fault. Chubb, Barkley, and Aaron Jones. So that was his top 3.
That's not good.
I mean, Aaron Jones averaging almost 7 yards a carry. You can put him at number 3. I'm happy with that. It was hard for me not to put him up there. I had him at 4. So
All right, we're about to hit the 2-minute warning, and it's still 0-0.
yep, still 0-0.
I am not. I'm glad
So-
I'm not watching this game right now.
We got Commanders winning. Yeah, no, not even mad. I missed
Like,
the
I was-
first half.
I ain't mad
But-
at the first half.
We're gonna get to the second half. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and go support us, man. Share with your friends if you really mess with us. Comment your suggestions or anything you feel like we need to work on, or anything you would like us to talk about. Because we did our top. You want to check out our top 10 wide receivers? It's last week's episode. Top 10 quarterbacks. 2 weeks ago's episode. And this week, we had our top 10 running backs. So next week, we're going to come with something interesting for y'all. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I got a lot of things on my mind. So
But I have to mention this real quick. The whole reason I got Khalil Herbert as top 10 right now, he's at 4 carries for 65 yards, an average of 16 yards a carry right now. So, yeah, he's a top 10. Give the guy the ball. Give the man a ball. Give the man a ball.
they're playing the Commanders.
No,
but
I'm just
it's
kidding.
okay.
He's only got 4 for 65 because he hasn't one run for 64 yards.
No,
Yeah, his other 3 carries are for 1 yard.
that's crazy. But
But yeah, nothing on this game, and it's just sad. I'm sick of these primetime games being booty bowls, dude. Watching these teams that ain't no good. I know you got to throw some teams in there. You can't just keep all the teams you think ain't no good off the primetime, but you're not getting viewers on Washington and Chicago. Like, you're not. Yeah, you got people, you're Washington fans, you're Chicago fans watching, but come on, dude. This is not a game that should be on a Thursday night. I'm sorry. But, it is what it is. So, this is a nice podcast. We did a good job. we went over some things, and we had some differences on that top 10 running backs, didn't we?
Yeah, there's no one's top 10 running backs are going to be the same, really.
No.
There's a lot of debate going on. You know, you could, like I said, there's people I've seen, man. People have seen some crazy lists. So
I'm glad I benched Carson Wentz this week. Thank you for making that decision by me. I also got Brian Robinson. He's got 7 carries right now for like 19 yards.
you started him.
No. But he's averaging 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, we're gonna end this podcast and get out of y'all's hair. Go follow us. Subscribe on all socials at Thread the Laces, at Thread the Laces, at Thread the Laces. Like and sub, comment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Turn us up. Grow with us.
Even if you just come once and say, "Hey, you guys suck. I'm never watching it again." At least you commented.
No, I'm saying, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's good. Constructive criticism is always good. But you got anything else to say? That's about it. That wraps us up.
Except this right
got
here.
y'all a thick episode.
See that? For the championship winner. I might as well just go ahead.
Yeah, this dude acts like he's number 1 in fantasy. He's like the 4th or 5th team in the league right now.
I'm 3.
He puts himself at 3.
Go to the playoffs. I'm number 3 in the list.
All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna end it with that. Fantasy's gonna get pretty hot. NBA is about to start, so we're about to start talking about NBA because we're gonna have our NBA preseason predictions because that's about to start here soon. Because preseason's been going on, and yeah, a lot to talk about with
There's
that.
some teams that, I know it's preseason, but you're still playing starters. Come on, you're still playing starters, and
they play starters for the first quarter and a half, and then that's it. Quarter. But
that's what I would say too if I was a Lakers fan. Or let me say a LeBron fan.
LeBron fan, no matter what.
Yeah, I think
Bronny, my future.
We'll talk about basketball when basketball comes.
Yeah, we'll talk about basketball when basketball comes. Y'all have an amazing NFL Sunday. I hope all your favorite teams win. And, yeah, we love you. As always, Hootie!